Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw, Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, there you go, Charles, his first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. It's brought in, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash. ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Pickett will look to throw it here. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run again with Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Pickett sets up play action. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
11 MP, hey! 11.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Now Austin. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Steps away. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Pickett. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
11 empty, hey! 11 empty, hey!
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They run for it with Mixon. through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to...
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow on play action. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixing up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. McPherson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So the 3 points there and see the ball gets an inch or bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett completes it to Miller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taylor now to return it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way they do it.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Here we go. Back to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow, throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his good tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Burrow on first down. That is taken in by Hurst. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, But how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 72 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Harris. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the kick. on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taylor now from the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They run again with Harris. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taylor now returning it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
11. 12.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was